Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Oh, that's fabulous.
And the finish! He's delivered all right! Simple as you like, the outcome.
Robertson. He is through here. Now this could be a chance. Shoot!
Brilliant from Lopez! A finish of true class!
That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments. Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell.
Which for me deserved that equaliser. He hit that like he
Meant it. Absolutely speared it in. Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it. It's starting to look very interesting, this. You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff. And here's Drogba. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're down.
Number 16.
Paris Saint-Germain have their lead. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Now it's Lopez. And he's intervened well. Doku. Reinders. Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's come loose. Robertson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Xavi Alonso defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now that's well seen too. Cherki. Now it's Parla. Xavi Alonso. Nice looking ball. Gehi getting this one clear. Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it. Bernardo Silva being indicated. Here's Doku. Haaland. And it's Xavi Alonso.
And we've reached half-time. Paris Saint-Germain have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. The big point of the game. Oh, what a half.
If only all games Paris are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. Straight into the second half.
Panache and passion. This of it all. Confident. What a super goal.
That's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence.
Making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made them look a bit silly. And with that, the hat-trick is complete. He has simply been truly awesome. authority on this. Paris Saint-Germain in a position far more desirable. Well, nothing less than their great defending, strong and determined. Haaland, just about up to the hour now. And it's Bernardo Silva. That has been slung wide. He's got away. I'll still see of him. Bernardo Silva. Now O'Reilly. Cherky. Icon. Xavi Alonso. Rijkaard. Bernie looking in every way a marked man at the moment. Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an... It's Drogba!
Up by 3. They have their boots exposed. That's fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So now the difference is 3. Now it's Torres. Rijkaard. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Lopez. And the shot!
It's the goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day. 77 minutes is as if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well, the manager used to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining match. Fabinho. It's a good one he's making out on the left. And that's intercepted. That was well played, well stopped. Gehi makes the interception. Keep the ball and you will game it with Jackson. But it is clear to see that he's not a with that.
Added minute has been
really
indicated.
annoyed with every week to be. Now it's Torres. Laid out the right wing. And it's on and there goes the whistle.
Terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. Player unit. That was so very, very good.
Please be made aware that smoking
Very
is
much the
only
man at the
permitted.
moment.
Division match.
bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Against Barcelona. Well, the stage is set for a stirring show.
Down here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, we're on the way. Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business. Some say the best ever. Yeah, and I can see why. He's
Sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his caliber and cleverness can do that.
Robson. Now it's Forlan. Rooney. Nice sequence of passes this. It's Pato! It's scored! Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly. Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Robson. Can he get on the end of this? John, surely! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required. Alexander Pato has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. Oh, that's well spotted. And reclaimed it in a trice. This is Batistuta. Lovely, now then. And he's there to belt it away. Choice here, he had to go backwards. Robson is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Now it's Rooney, and he's managed to get free. Rooney!
Nice.
An almighty thump. I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was. Xavi Alonso, and it's Robertson. A player who's always giving defenders headaches. Oh, good read. That's great positioning. So good from him. Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time. Can they get him away? Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Goes down, but nothing given. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Lopez. Now then, the ball's come loose. Robertson. Alonso. And here's Lopez. Oh, well played. The ball's gone astray. Added time. And here's Lopez. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to
Build on after the break.
Paris Saint-Germain currently behind by 1-0 at the break. Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too
Busy playing within themselves, too tentative.
They have to improve and make it fast. So that's how it stands.
Halfway, we'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain.
Number 13, Xavi Alonso. So the action resumes. Coming on the field is Paris Saint-Germain. Really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. They're back on the ball again. Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, shooting chance!
That's alert and sharp.
And the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, that's a key interception. Gently done. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Real chance! Classic Batistuta!
A finish right from the top draw. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Off the post!
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain.
Number 22. So we have
Movement on
both benches. Number 16. German. Number 4. Pushkas can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Neymar. De Bruyne. And here's Drogba. Zanetti promptly onto that. And that is that. Substitution in progress. Paris Saint-Germain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pepe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Owen, looking for the run. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And this is pushed out!
Oh,
Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Paris Saint-Germain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And the finish! And there's a goal!
And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has two. Barcelona. And we're done. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal? This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly... As optics go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another. So, a breakthrough already. And reclaimed it in a trice. Saliba. Xavi Alonso. That's been intercepted. Schneider. And this is Shevchenko. He's in great position here. Showing good feet. Space here. Really can't rotate the game too soon. And he grabs the seat now. And he has. Oh, super ball. And he's hit up there. Terry are back on level terms. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more finish. And it's Riker. And this is it. It really is a finish of the highest order. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Truly beautiful. Now, it's all to the foot and ball so effortlessly. And yes, really good tendency. With their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Paris Saint-Germain have joined Batistuta in the and looking red. Neymar. Now it's Junior. Yamal making good progress on the right hand side. This is Junior. That was lovely, that. He's found a way through. It's Vinicius Junior. Cut out. Rare at all. Great. And he's managed to get free. Yamal. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He might be in here. Oh, sweet beat.
And we've reached half-time. Paris Saint-Germain have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind. They find themselves in front
At half-time, which is for them.
more or less ideal.
Quick reminder to let you know that
And we are up
To the break. I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level. Coming on to replace Paris Saint-Germain are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. It's Batistuta. passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Keep it tidily. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Xavi Alonso. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Winning running on the side, dogged defence on the other. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Closing in on goal. He is touched for a shot!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how
Brilliantly energetic he is.
Neymar. And the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Well taken goal.
Two up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating. Paris Saint-Germain now in a position far more desirable. I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill. Shot! Surely! Delicious from you! A finish! True class! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Well, how's that for class? It's great Scott he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. He's in one-on-one. Turning.
Euphoria, utopia, and they are
Comforting. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. And that really is so exciting and lovely moment. I'm sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet. The manager was absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
running on here. There was no way through.
And here's Rafael Leao. Saliba does well to get back. Schneider is through on goal here. This is Batty. Confirmation. There will be 4 minutes of it.
And that's it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A top win through the park of Bill. And this place...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
The stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation. Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt. Here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. That really is quite fabulous. All his own to him. He's having a pop! That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played. It's a lovely, neat pass. Bale. Oh, really well played. He is through here. Cut it out. A real chance and a real let-off. Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that. And that interception was most necessary. That was well played, well stopped. He is just there! And for a moment, time stood still. Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched. Promising position, and that's been intercepted. He read that really well and stopped it. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Cafu. Approaching the half-hour mark. It's Batistuta. Played right. Oh, it's past his man. Surely! Robson. Conte. And he's put it through. And this is Stuta. Skillfully cut out. He is at ease on the ball. Vermeer. Robertson. Navarro calmly anticipates. Vermeer. This is a promising build-up. And it's Neymar. Neymar running.
That's a foul, no about it.
He knew what was coming. And yellow card. Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace. Spectacular save. Oh, that was a brilliant save. Well, someone's doing his job properly.
Peter, that's for sure.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Punched away. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment.
start. Paris Saint-Germain trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Peter, things never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution for Milan. Number 21, Schneider. And here is the first touch of the second half. Number 11, Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. Number 4, Messi. Number 42, Musiala.
Well seen, saw that coming.
Name. It's a good look. Denied by an instinctive save. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. De Gea gets it clear. Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here. Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. That pass is somewhat less than ideal. Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Somewhat off target. Oh, they could be caught out here. Paris Saint-Germain are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort. Well, they're looking a whole lot more out. Oh, he's all alone. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score. Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. He was made to look a little lost, in all honesty. Things starting to look very comfortable. Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to... Femi. Musiala! Euphoria, utopia, and they are convulsing. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it. Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great. Again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it. Milan are in a position of real strength.
Mistimed, and it's given penalty. Saint-Germain have themselves a chance from the spot. So where will he go?
Golden opportunity wasted. A clear was needed there without anything but.
That was not from that.
So, well, you can at least make a fight of it, even if it's just a. It's Neymar! And that is great goalkeeping. Well, that's a sign that he could be feeling weak himself to try his side back in. Ball. Flip through. Xavi Alonso. Paris Saint-Germain. Kick. And that has left him in a heap. He'll be 3 minutes lost then. Has been cut short. Quality ball.
And that
The two teams were irresistible.
unstoppable, the fragile and clueless.
No, no, no.
There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue. And here's Del Piero really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Donatoni. Femi. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Nicely aimed pass. And he's gone long. Duke, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Can he get on the end of this?
Oh, so deep.
Chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is superb.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lopez.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Rijkaard. Good running, strong and purposeful. Real chance here. Shoots! It's anyone's ball now. Can he stop it going out? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. There will be 1 minute. And that's well seen too. Donatoni. Del Piero. He cuts out the supply. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to.
Chance for a shot!
And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting better and better. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Rice.
Hard
attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 4, one of the 2 goals of the day, and he may not yet be done. Coming on the field, 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Number 6, oh, that's well spotted. Lovely neat pass. And here's Drogba.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that could set him on his way. He's in a great position here. Paris Saint-Germain are almost home and dry now.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Del Piero. Coming on to replace him is number 13.
Showing great feet there. Rashford crosses. He's seen that early. He's the subtle sixth sense. The most accurate pass. Time and again they are repelled. David Villa on 2 now and looking for 3. And he's quick to return it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. And Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield 3 and the attacking 3 to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
And that could set him on his way. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's a goal!
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment. Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me? So the first goal of the game. Look, he's the one everyone expects to win, and that's what he's paid to do. Darren Fletcher, now this hits a shot! And it's in! And the lead lost, no time at all! Yes, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish. And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme. So they have it all to do again. Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. With Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba delivers. Darren Fletcher. Neymar. It's Rice. Can he get it through? Oh, this it was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal. And it's very impressive. Two goals and he made leading now. Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Now it's Batistuta. Jordi Alba is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Minutes has been indicated.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction was emphatic. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment. It's beautiful. Most players, I think,
There was no reaching that.
I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get. And that is all they had time for. So there was the first half. Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable.
The screen for a special
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution on the field.
Number 24.
Number 23.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Coming on the field.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. Leah, well Arsenal there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Pedri. And it's Pedri. That was not Robertson. Davia. Well, he certainly wasn't in Danny Riggs. In every way, a marked man at the moment. Yeah, and they're careful with that.
And he's managed to get free.
Shot! He's got a goal!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And he's only too grateful for the keeper.
The keeper have got a little jittery.
Harry drag themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly the level Peter is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's a risk ball, you say.
No.
Very open and exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either. Is go for it now. I don't see it being time for them to try again.
They stole it. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply
No.
tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And that's that. Paris Saint-Germain illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start.
It's how he built his reputation.
Oh my god. Guys, tell me please. Good formation. Long ball counter.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, for a defender, Peter, Andy Robertson's style of play is more akin to that of a wing-back or even a wide attacker. Time after time, you see him make those overlaps, marauding runs, providing support, the essential piece in any team looking to play on the front foot.
He'll certainly be not comfortably actually taken away.
He delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to play so early. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. Just when they thought they may, end up shifting the other, and it's all would have kept it back. They have time to leave. Only one word to describe that. Very special, already chasing the team. They didn't envisage that. Oh, there's a through ball. Knocks into space. Movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience roots will serve best.
Beauty! Sumptuous finish! An absolute joy! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter.
So they have it all to do again.
This should be expected, Peter. When you've got two teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Right, Shevchenko looking for options.
That bottom foot.
30 minutes gone.
Kaka really needed to concentrate on protecting. Then again, he was
Not a bad try by any means.
well. Distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess.
Worth a try. They're back on the ball again. Right, Shevchenko. And this is Cruyff. Hesitation. And we have our very first corner. Makes a dash for it. That is a little under. That's the end of the first 45. Glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
Paris Saint-Germain will be pretty happy with the way
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first.
Mark finds himself
No.
offside.
Rijkaard. Danny Olmo. Kukcu. No way through. Kukcu is sporting a guilty look after that. Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Stood up well to him there. Takes a shot. Oh, crossbar! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good read. He read that really well and stopped it. This is a promising build-up. Rijkaard. And he skips past his man. Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Rijkaard intercepts. Nice ball. And he was quick to react. Paris Saint-Germain so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Passing is crisp and sharp. Knocks it into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Half an hour played now. Kukcu stood his ground strongly. And it's Dembele. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That is decidedly lacking. He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it. That is good alertness. Batistuta. Danny Olmo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. It's a pretty loose pass. Disappointed with that. Vermeer picks out brilliant, decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. It's their second corner of the game.
What a wonderful goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him. Great corner, and he did the rest. So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and fed it perfectly. Paris Saint-Germain have taken the lead. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them
Something to build on after the break. Paris Saint-Germain just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Paris Saint-Germain just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20.
to get things going again. Paris Saint-Germain currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Oh, that's a fine interception. Number 19. Just a little off target. Now, can they get him away? Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rafinha. Oh, good spread. Rashford. One straight back. Paris Saint-Germain are still great to see. They're coming again and again. A lucky break would certainly help their cause. That's a good run down the left. Neither of these two want to come off second back. Here, but ultimately there was no room. Great ball if he can get there. Rafinha gets the interception. Intercept. Well played. Kupchu. This is nicely aimed pass. Fermin threads one in. The defense.
Certainly not what he had in mind. Certainly no terrific control.
Marcus, not with the finish.
In a wide position. Barcelona have looking for the run. Neymar. No, it's Neymar. Never be short of runners. Filled. Real chance.
And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
Really tidily gathered. Very good, but the defence made it way too and
Paris Saint-Germain just a thrill to witness here. And fun, really good for anyone. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant. Songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
So off we go then. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti. Yeah, he is truly unique.
Sharp and fizzing run.
Batistuta certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived. Petri, and this is Batistuta. He is through here. And the shot!
Goal! Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised.
Because his instinct for doing this is incredible. And that really is so impressive. Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So, a breakthrough already.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
It's a free kick, that.
In with the challenge. Batistuta. So, what can they make of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0.
Fermi with his sights permanently on that bottom corner.
And there's a goal!
They are
Purring, truly purring. So smooth, a signature finish. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Paris Saint-Germain
are now luxuriating. I think it was great to manage to... and extracted the maximum punishment. It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely isn't how... Raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. All of a sudden, it's the belief is back. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Fermi. Juve.
And a neat finish!
2-up.
In charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Tries to pass it through. We've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping. That's very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
LFC with the corner. There first.
Back in the game. Great corner, and he did the rest. He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again.
Added time.
Yehi.
Batistuta. Neymar. That's the end of the first 3. Holding back here. It has been quite a half this. Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter.
I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming.
Just
it clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it's...
Paris Saint-Germain up by the odd goal in a 5-goal thriller. The score at the interval, 3-2.
Start.
Substitution on the field.
Number 21, Didier Drogba.
So we're off again.
To replace him is number 3.
Now who's going to be first to this? Driving on and making good progress. Pedri. Nice shape ball. Pedri, Conte, Neymar, Totti going about things with real menace. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. Defense able to hold on this time.
Right.
Roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle.
into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done. He had the whole picture in his head.
Peter, he didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution on the field. Batistuta. Coming on the field is
So we have movement on
number
both benches.
18.
So a double change here,
Substitutions
and
taking
both
place.
changes are offensive. Well, looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front. It's turning into quite a gem, this. Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now that's been intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Clearly in mid having to run and not get picked.
And he looks every bit
The assured keeper there. Batistuta actually didn't do
An awful lot wrong, to be honest. Counts, clears it away. It's a sharp pass. That's really well manoeuvred. There's a can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And again they hit the front. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick. It was wonderful vision to see.
the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
on the field, number 17.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides, Paris Saint-Germain has their lead. Tries to play it through.
Number 10.
Intervened well there.
Number 7.
Searching passes played there.
Substitution.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Stoichkov!
Now, can they get him away?
That's offside. Yes, it is.
Robertson. That is a little undercooked. No luck with that. Dink over the top. Deftly away. The most accurate pass. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he thumps it clear. Looking for the run. Short changes him with that pass. Conte. Ahal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and
Added
sustain
minute has
some
been
pressure.
indicated.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. It's been slipped through. And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly! Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear.
And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a...
ما توصل لسه. ترانسبورت أجهزة من تحت
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like...
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This expectations and decibels both
Rising fast here, things are heating up, and we'll be
getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. Andriy Shevchenko, Jim, European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements. It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to one chance. Fantastic! A finish right from the top draw. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And he stuck it away as if laser guided. He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper. Paris Saint-Germain are sitting for 2 up. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Vasco da Gama do have a chance. The pass is intercepted. Nice hit through. Nicely shaped ball. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Doué. Jordi Alba. What a touch.
To hit it for a time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Renowned for his long-range shooting. Often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky. Ball's gone astray. Good feed. Cannavaro. Batistuta. Cannavaro. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Rice. Jupe aims beyond the defence. So, tempo to the action. Reflections on the first half. Paris Saint-Germain clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert. Paris Saint-Germain are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Oh, good effort! Oh, it's come off the uprights. Let's put pay to the danger. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That's been intercepted. That was well played, well stopped, well seen. Saw that coming. That's great positioning. So good. Forlan is the key defender on that occasion. Van Dijk. Duke is onto this. Decent chance! Femi. That looks a decent ball. So what can they make of this? And this is Forlan. Here's Kenny finish. Vasco da Gama appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Now this could be a chance. Doué. Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again. Just. Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Forlan tries to pass it through. With unmatched fury, they continue to do their thing. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment. Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you?
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 22.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Number 7, Gerard. Substitution in progress.
Great defending, strong and determined. That is good pressure, just hounded. Ahead by 3, they will take the foot off the pedal. Acted it wide, looking for the far post. And attempt clearance. That is Smith. He did that well and stopped. Rodriguez. Do it. And it's Doué. Gerard with the slide tackle there.
2 minutes on
Great vision. And he did make it. And he's gone looking for safety. And the referee brings it to a close. Paris Saint-Germain looking by any yardstick incredible. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so.
Paris Saint-Germain. مسمار كأصبر. Okay, bro, after this match. Subscribe, bro, subscribe.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement's already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
is boisterous.
It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's hard not to be into.
Deftly away. And the pass is intercepted. He won't be happy with that one.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
De Gea claims comfort. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now he's running away. Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Rummenigge.
Right card, cuts it out.
Pirlo.
Threads one in. This is Eto. It's Eto! Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He has found the way through. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Forlan. And it's Conte. He's heaved it away. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. Can he get on the end of this? Rummenigge, well read. The danger is averted. The side get able to force a breakthrough here. And he was quick to react.
Nesta.
This is a promising build-up. And there's the shot!
Itu.
And a terrific save from the keeper. Really looked sharp there, didn't he?
That's very well played. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way.
This looks promising.
Oh, he's managed to get himself
Offside.
Knocks it out wide. Now it's Semenyo. Plays it across. It's a sharp pass. Looking for the run. Nice interception, well timed. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that it was always going to be intercepted.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Forced to go back. And that was very necessary. Roberto Carlos, never out of the action for very long. His positioning was spot on. And for the first half, that is that. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And if you do have
Neither side has found a way through yet.
well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So let's get the ball rolling.
Paris Saint-Germain are probably feeling.
He's gone for goal. Split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And he shoots! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
It's been slipped through. He's well positioned.
the speed.
Speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And here's Eto.
And he's really put himself on the line here.
So, third corner of the game. Towering header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Batistuta. Over to the right flank. Looking for options for movement.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue, and they'll get clinical.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Snyder. Hakimi makes the interception. Semenyo. Deftly away. And that is out of play.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's Eto! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's a good ball. Yehi gets it away. And here's Eto.
Probably asking just too much. Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's can he finish?
Lacking in accuracy.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain, number 21.
So changes of
Here from both sides.
Diego Forlan. Number 4, Batistuta.
Tries to pass it through. Cannavaro
astray. And that is that. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingered.
Oh, let's play now. Okay, let's go. Entah mas akhir kan.
Tidak banget.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up.
We'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta. Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Infiniti's elite of the 1990s. Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means centre-back, full-back, three-back, defensive midfield player. Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Pressure! He scored!
Well, it would have been lucky of him to produce the six, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like this. And he hits the net. And they're threatening to fly away here. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone. Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Paris Saint-Germain
Are doing very nicely, thank you. To be expected, Peter. They've got it lot of space here, a real opportunity. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Thinks about the shot, and he's intervened well there.
That's a
Hello.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment. Haaland.
And it's Neymar. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Cruyff.
He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. No, he's just misjudged that one. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well seen, saw that coming. That's great positioning, so good from him. Femi looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required. He did well there. I'm sure he didn't stray offside. And this could be the final action of the first half. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. That's it, 45 minutes up. How's the first half compared with your expectation? Paris Saint-Germain take on after. But as long as they the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Paris Saint-Germain looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
Subscribe. ولا تكون ده جول ساعتها.
Substitutions taking place.
And they get things going again. Out for a throw. Saliba getting this one clear. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Snyder. Now it's Batistuta. That's just playing it safe and simple. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Manchester United clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing. And kept out by the most elastic of saves. Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Once more, he proves rigid and robust. Now it's Neymar. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Could move up a gear here. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Conte, the man synonymous with solidity. Aims beyond the defence. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. So smooth. A signature finish. Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Let's go.
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain.
Neymar. So changes afoot here, and from both sides. 3-0, and things are are starting to look awfully cosy. He has found the way through. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Can he get it through? That looks a decent ball. Picks up. Can he finish? No mistake. Just cruising. They are cruising. More or less by himself, as cool as you like. Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark. I think the manager's claiming an assist here. It's their second corner of the game. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And he was quick to react, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Shevchenko. Might want to be careful there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done. Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Somewhat off target. David Villa charging forward with all of his feet. Pau Kubasi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
4 added minutes has been indicated. Doku.
Fermin. Conte. Forlan. Passing is crisp and sharp. Ah, such a clever touch. And that is it. The referee has seen it up. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless.
Two game. Welcome سواء كنت سعر وعن قد سعر سعره أول بزح طايته 100 طيب سواء كنت أنا 200 قال طايته محجة عيكو هونقول لما أنت أكون كل سبق حالك إلى ما اسمك افتح أنت سو من دي على فتح حاموس جميع حتى تعرف حاموس مات كمان مثلا أسرع شو عتن ما عرفت شو عتن أبدي يرئيك أخلو في جملة عم سوي كله بس إيه مستوى كم ضخم يعني Okay, let's go. أحتاج أن subscribe.
بالصنع
قولي تنام تخلق مساحكم ايه برو هتسأل له
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
No way.
That's what you call it. Fire goalkeeper.
Ramin clearly thought he had beating of the Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce.
Very kind of him to oblige so early. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch. He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one. I doubt very much that this was in the script. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. They forced the error. The score is 1-0. Spread it left. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Well, I think he saw the pass and it was renowned for his long-range shooting. He clearly deserted it at the crucial moment. Well, that's down to a simple calculation. No more, no less. Cannavaro, Schneider will perfectly measure that. This is Batistuta. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted. That's great positioning. So good from him. Looking to play him in. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Batistuta. He's in a great position. Oh, the ball's coming. In he goes again. And kept out by the most elastic of saves. Ramin really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. And now they can spring out of defence. Chiesa. Hazard. He's keen, determined to have his say. Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. And that interception was most necessary. That was well played, well stopped. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Gabriel gets it clear. Spread out to the left. And that is out of play. Hazard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now this could be a chance. He plays one through. Oh, that's fabulous. There will be space for him to turn and look. Swings it across. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Paris Saint-Germain just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
There's plenty of positives to
Take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy.
عندك
A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Paris Saint-Germain just about ahead. 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
So, into the second half. Paris Saint-Germain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. It's a pretty loose pass. Totti. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Jude. Well seen. Saw that coming. That's great positioning. So good from him. Glitch with the rangefinder there. And evident annoyance. Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh my god.
Oh, shooting chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Yehi. That'll be a throw in. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking for options for movement. Tried that time. And they win it back again. So we've reached the hour mark. Your impression so far, Jim? Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the player. He's had a shot! Another special moment! He's got himself an absolute peach. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical. Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you. Time for them to get the momentum. I don't see any need to carry this. Well, there's a taste for it.
Save for the keeper. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution for Paris Saint-Germain.
Number 10, Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change.
Batistuta. Number 21.
Tries to get it clear.
On the field. Number 17.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now.
Didier Drogba. Number 18. David Villa.
Now it's Villa. Fermin. And that interception was most necessary. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. Now it's Villa. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He's found a way through. It's round. Couldn't find the finish. Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now. Forlan is offering some apology there. Clearly is having made the run. And he's managed to get free. Howson.
Esteval. That is excellent. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but
Okay. Guys, subscribe and like. Last game. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
so that's got things on the way. Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of the battle. Yeah, the very epitome of competitiveness and relentlessness. I mean, he's a real menace in every sense of the word. If you're on the ball, he'll chase you to the ends of the earth and back. I'm going to say only nice things about him for fear of him coming after me. And it's Rijkaard, and that interception was most necessary. He read that really well and stopped it. Looking for the run, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Hazard clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Looking for options for movement. Hazard, cross to the back post. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. They've got to be quick moving this forward. And here's Hazard. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Neymar finds himself offside.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Over to the right flank. There's a sharp little ball here. Spread neatly.
Beckenbauer is there and he can pick it up. Beckham with the cross. Cut it out. Rosario with the corner. There first. And the keeper beats it away. Half an hour played now. And here's Hazard. He's had a shot.
Oh boy, no.
That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there. Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable. So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Beckham. That looks a decent ball. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. This is their second corner of the game. Spring out of defence. Can he get it through? Nice interception, well timed. Rijkaard. Two has been indicated. That's Beckham. Good take, and is he in? Referee with so a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on off. Paris Saint-Germain come in at half-time on the one end.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution on the field.
Number 20, Hazard. So we're underway for the second half. Number 18.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust.
And the finish!
And he's stuck it away. They have pulled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Messi providing an outlet on that flank. That is good alertness. Vicious ball here. Roberto Carlos is in a really good position out wide. Well timed, excellent interception. Gattuso.
aimed beyond the defence. Roberto Carlos. It in. Paris Saint-Germain do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Beckham. Well seen. Saw that coming. That's great positioning. So good from him. Good ball. Good take. Well played. That has knocked out the danger. Half an hour gone in the second half. Rashford receives it in a wide position. Rosario clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game. Oh, good read. That was well played, well stopped. Thuram calmly anticipates. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Good play on the left-hand side here. There will be 1 minute added time. Juve. Shot could be on. Surely! Well, he certainly...
And that's that.
Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be set.
I have chance. معاك ايه وانت عليك ولا ده جيب منها start to the MF enter back. What is this brother?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
It's
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
So that's got things underway. Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman. For a remarkably good strike rate, actually. Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful. Smartly reclaimed. And the pass is intercepted. it's Bale. Drogba.
That was
No routine save. Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. And we have our very first corner. Terrific effort. Firm header just off target, and he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort. That's a good foray he's making. Lopez with the cross. And he's taking no chances there. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source. Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties. Batistuta, and he was alert to it. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Kante promptly onto that, and that is that. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice looking ball.
No matter.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare. Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Paris Saint-Germain with a single shot on target. It's a pretty loose pass. This is that was just couldn't quite get it on target. Looking for the run. Off the post. There's a look and it forward. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's a little for movement. While quality clearly deserts him for a short moment. Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Knocks it into space. With deadly efficiency. Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips the fences apart. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely
so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes? Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack. It's unlikely they're switched on to that. And still very much in this game. Paris Saint-Germain leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker. Duck spots it and chip it through. Didn't count the run that he made. Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. They'll have to deftly away. It's a great positioning.
Give him.
That pass just didn't quite work. Oh, that was vital. Almost accurate pass.
Come. Kante.
Can he get it through?
Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Jim,
They're ahead. They're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
No way through. And he's gone looking for safety. Taken back almost at once. Can they get him away? Well, this is a great finish.
No, 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 no. Oh my god.
They have hauled themselves off the canvas. Pressure.
Pressure. He feels none of it. Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish. And I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Hey, bro. Alright. Oh my god.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 7. So we have movement on both benches.
The field is
So they have it all to do again. Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. It's a searching pass. Borussia Dortmund really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game. And he's intervened well there.
Can he get on the end of this? Bell. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Probing pass. Into the last 5 minutes.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
They'll have one final crack at it. It's a goal kick.
there will be 1 minute added time.
That's a cute ball. Well, that's well seen too.
No, no.
And that'll be the end of that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither.
Efootball.
Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the...
Nanti aku tahu sekali dia marah sekali lagi. Hantu kan?
Jangan seorang. Oh, iya sih.
Aku cuma sasa setelah. Tas Oh my god, oh my god, football.
Thoughts on what we've just
Oh
seen?
my god.
Peter, this
تعال قلتها
What the fuck is this? What is this? How? Guys, you see,
أنتسا
this is football.
أنتسا
Division.
أنتسا أنتسا نمني فيا
No, no.
يا بلي
مرة
أنتسا أنتسا أنتسا
أتاني مرة